All right, so this is a suggestion via a channel member. Guys, let's check it out.
In the presidential election of last year, did you vote?
Of course I voted.
Who'd you vote for?
Of course you know who I voted for. He in office right now.
You voted for Trump?
I voted for Trump.
You know, more people tell me about groceries. The word
We in
grocery,
New
I've
York?
heard it more in the last year than any other word. The cost of groceries, a word that I used a lot on the campaign. It's like an old-fashioned word.
Amid high inflation, then candidate Trump vowed to bring down grocery store prices as soon as he took office.
1 out of every 10 New Yorkers has trouble paying for groceries.
Since 2020, the price of basic shit, man, has gone up on average 32%.
Butter is up 30%. Crackers, who would think of it, crackers? Crackers are up 40%.
We went to East Williamsburg, a neighborhood that usually votes Democrat. But in 2024, Donald Trump gained between 4 and 21 points.
Because right now, it's not even made for the average person to make it. Especially with rent prices, gas prices, it's hard.
Did you vote in the presidential election?
Yes.
Who'd you vote for?
I'm not saying.
You don't want to say?
No.
I'll bleep it out. You can say it. I'll bleep
No,
it
it's okay.
Who'd you vote for? You can say it's okay. Trump. You voted for Trump?
And it wasn't just East Williamsburg. It was going on all over the city.
What was the message that made you vote for Trump?
He was a little more suitable for what's going on. If you're gonna
Financially speaking, or?
Yeah, financially, he's keeping jobs afloat. Hey, he's all right to me. He ain't the best pick, but he was better than what he was going against.
But in the city,
I hear that a lot, right? Like, I mean, a lot. I think that's just kind of what it came down to. I mean, he was going against such a terrible candidate, guys. It was pretty easy.
this Democratic primary, 80% voted for Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani in this neighborhood.
We live in the most expensive city in the United States. And
Why do
I'm
you choose to
running
live there?
make this city affordable.
Is it possible people here ain't so scared of socialism?
You voted for?
I voted for Zoran.
Vote for Zoe.
One of Mamdani's big ideas for New York City was city-owned and operated grocery stores, one in each of the 5 boroughs, that wouldn't have to pay rent or property tax and could pass those savings onto the customer. His opponents, including grocery store billionaire John Katzimatidis, who owns 2 upscale chains in Manhattan, says this is a bad idea. I wonder why.
It doesn't make sense to open up stores, and what are you going to do? Just give it away? I mean, it's common sense. Socialism doesn't work.
So, will Mamdani create Soviet-style grocery stores where every product has his face on it?
Instead of talking to a billionaire grocery store mogul, we talked to some regular shoppers out here.
This is super New York, bro.
Sometimes people question like, yo, should I buy this here? Should I go to a different supermarket? Should I do this? Should I do that?
I spend like about maybe $50 a week.
$50 a week. Was it lower than it used to be? A lot.
Wow, you should get a lot more.
This oatmeal was like almost $7.
Bro, this is dorm food, bro. This ain't supposed to be $7. This is jail commissary, bro. You're not supposed to be paying $7 for instant oatmeal.
Están al triple.
Al triple.
Al triple están ahora.
Están de pinga, como decimos.
We used to do grocery shopping and come out with like 2 car chests full of shit, and now you got this little thing. Now I'm about to get my own chicken. That's it.
Buy a head, have legs.
For real, I'm gonna have a head.
Guys,
in New York City,
it's
we have
time to
1.4
move,
million
bro.
people who are
I'ma
food
stand on
insecure,
that.
and that means that they don't know where money for the next meal is coming from.
That's Nevin Cohen, the
New York
director
is
of the CUNY
expensive.
Urban Food Policy Institute. He says billionaires like Katzimatidis don't need to fear Mamdani's proposals.
This is nothing really new or radical. The city and government in general has been in the food retail business for a very long time. And a public grocery can mean a lot of different things.
Cohen points to the 6 different markets that New York City already has where vendors get discounted rent. Mayor LaGuardia opened them in the 1930s in an effort to get push carts, literally food and produce carts that were all over the city, indoors. LaGuardia was mayor of New York after the Depression, and many New Yorkers needed help feeding themselves and their families.
We are going to try and demonstrate honest, clean government is possible in our city.
One program LaGuardia created was a price cap on milk. Guess who hated that?
For 100 years, New York has tried to make groceries affordable for its residents, and every single initiative has been criticized by the private sector as undermining their business and potentially causing them to close down.
I mean, it's not even really that. I think many Americans just do not like the idea of America turning into either some like capitalist, not capitalist, communist or socialist stronghold.
In more recent years, the city has done fewer public projects and instead created programs that benefit
But obviously,
the private market.
private businesses are not going to be too
The Bloomberg
happy
administration launched
by
the
default.
Fresh program, which has given out $29 million in tax breaks to grocery stores that open in neighborhoods where it's hard to get fruits and vegetables.
I have like 3 supermarkets close to where I live at, but they're so expensive. I had to come in. They don't have what I'm looking for in those supermarkets, so I came all the way over here.
And the prices are still high.
It's still high.
But those stores don't have to pay living wages. They don't got to keep prices low or even accept SNAP or WIC from shoppers. And the program can fuel gentrification. Like when this upscale Union Market got $1 million in tax breaks to open in Crown Heights.
Gentrification is crazy, Growing up here, you would never have thought there would be any of those supermarkets around.
MAMDANI's proposals are more LaGuardia than Bloomberg, you know what I'm saying? Because rather than giving out handouts to corporations, landlords, major grocery store chains, the city's gonna build things New Yorkers need and make sure that they're affordable and accessible.
The 5-store pilot program will cost the city $60 million, a drop in the $116 billion bucket. MAMDANI promised he won't raise taxes on regular New Yorkers and will cover these.
No. So we've already got the interview where he basically said he's specifically looking for, white neighborhoods.
Programs with new taxes on the 1%.
We live in the most expensive city
To
in the
raise
United
taxes
States
on.
of America. It's also the wealthiest city and the wealthiest country in the history of the world, and yet 1 in 4 New Yorkers are living in poverty.
Could that be why John Katzimatidis does not like this idea?
He's a socialist. Yes. If he wins, what does that do to New York?
I would say a lot of the capitalists, a lot of the business people say, I don't want to fight City Hall. So, Florida, here I come.
So what do New Yorkers think of?
They're not going to leave. The gigantic businesses, generally the ones who are making billions of dollars, or a couple of $100 millions of dollars, specifically out of New Yorkers, they're not going to leave. They're still going to be making money. They may be making a little bit less depending on how, widespread the free grocery stores are going to be, right? Allegedly. But yeah, they're not going to leave. They're still making money.
Florida relocation plans.
Is there any Gristedes around here? Negative.
I know it's a supermarket in Manhattan. They don't have a Gristedes in Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
But the dude that owns Gristedes was saying if MAMDANI becomes mayor and opens city-run grocery stores, he's out of here.
I don't think so.
You're not leaving.
No, he's not leaving.
Stop the cap. New York City
He's
got
not
the most
leaving.
money in the world. You're not going nowhere.
Yeah, keep in mind what he just said here, because he's pointing out the blatant, glaring contradiction that I like to always point out here. Listen, New York City has the most money in the world. Okay, if you're going to accept that is a true statement, and you're recognizing that everyone around you, specifically, technically, cannot even afford to kind of feed themselves large scale, they have to rely on free grocery stores and they worry about free rent and things like that, then it tells you immediately that the majority or great majority of people that are currently living in New York City cannot afford to live in New York or New York City. Okay? All right? So then I think it's time to probably attempt to start the procedure of moving to a much more affordable place here, guys, right? New York is not affordable at all by any means. So why are we trying to stay there?
You're not going nowhere, John.
You can't
A
afford
lot of
it.
mayors have tried to help New Yorkers.
Living
MAMDANI's
above your
ideas
means.
aren't that radically different. New York is lucky in that it has a very competitive market. A city-run grocery store won't put other stores out of business.
No, it won't.
MAMDANI's talking about city-owned grocery stores that keep prices stable. Would you go shop there? Would you seek it out? Would you go out of your way to go to one of those stores?
Yeah, if we have to. I mean, if it's better for us.
If there was a city-run grocery store in every borough, right? Like one in Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, the Bronx, that kept prices stable, would you shop there or would you?
Of course, yeah. If it was, yeah.
See, I gotta see. Sammy's not convinced yet. Millie's in. She wants the city-run grocery store. She wants her eggs to be $2.50.
That's right.
That's it. We're not going crazy.
The eggs, oh my God, you seen that shit? They're like, what, $10?
That's crazy. It's like copping half a brick.
I would love that. I
What?
think it would help make groceries more affordable for the community and for New Yorkers who live here.
Eso es lo que necesitamos, un gobierno, un alcalde que piense siempre en los demás, nosotros los pobres.
En la gente que trabaja, que se pela la petada.
Claro, los pobres.
It
Yep, and
affects
there's that contradiction.
us, everyday New Yorkers that, commute to work, do all that type of stuff. Would you lean in that direction?
Yes, sir. It's more beneficial for us.
So even though
somebody like Trump and like MAMDANI are like kind of opposed ideologically.
Yes, sir.
But you would still vote for somebody like MAMDANI if they provide
the right necessities.
The right necessities that we need. And we already know how to build things.
I'm gonna be honest, that's fair, because I mean, I've always said the same thing. I mean, never stick with whatever party you think you need to stick with. Just to stick with the party. I say this all the time here. Focus on what exactly or who exactly can benefit you and your family the most. Do not ever loan your vote out to a cause that has nothing to do with your household, right? And then focus on your household, the rules, guys, right? So if you think MAMDANI is going to be good for you, go for it, bro. I have nothing against you.
Our city.
The city runs 1,000 public schools. It runs libraries in every neighborhood. It runs public parks that are the envy of cities around the world. And those are all the costs that we understand are necessary to make our city operate.
Okay. Yeah, guys. Like, watching this still hasn't really changed my overall perspective here, guys. I'm sorry. Like, I grew up in New York. I know how expensive New York is. I grew up specifically on Long Island, like towards the end of Long Island. Let's just say this there, right? So yeah, things are incredibly expensive. If you cannot afford to live in New York, I think it may be super, super intelligent to go somewhere else. Like, listen, the reality is that you could probably even stay in New York. Just get out of the city. Right? Like, get out of the literal 5 boroughs. That's the smartest thing in the world. Guys, listen, many people, like specifically from either Long Island or like Manhattan, New York City, right? They never really want to go up north, right? I get it. I understand. That's barely New York. I grew up basically calling upstate New York Canada. But if you go there, things are definitely cheap. There's a whole lot of blighted areas that are super cheap, and you most likely can afford to basically live in and take care of your family. And then you can pretty much build that area up better, right? Put a business there. More people from your area could start, I don't know, filling in that area, right? Let's say this year, and rebuilding some of these absolutely dead ghost towns in upstate New York, right? I mean, you're overpaying for a lifestyle that you cannot afford and then complaining that you can't afford it. It's counterproductive. It's like arguing with a Gen Zer, right? Talking about how they can't afford to buy a house. You just can't afford to buy a house where you want to buy a house. Let's just say this here. You can't afford to buy a house in any random downtown, big city, metropolitan, type of city. Say that. But I'm pretty sure you can afford to buy a house right now in Alabama, Mississippi, right? North Carolina in some places, right? Tennessee, Georgia in some places. Well, yeah, outside of the cities. You get what I'm saying here? You can definitely afford to still live your life. The problem is that you're letting social media, for the most part, blow your head up and think that you need to maintain your existence, in these gigantic, super expensive cities that you cannot afford. Right? Like, if you have to spend $2,000 and still maintain yourself as like a roommate with like 4 other people, I mean, it should tell you where you're living is too expensive. Move. You have to get out of there, guys. Right? Right. Like, I mean, you need to move, guys. Hold on. My opinion, obviously. Guys, do you want to watch movies with me? I never actually thought to like promote it over here, guys. But if you guys do want to watch it, guys, we have hundreds of movies, and I mean hundreds of movies that we've reacted to. You guys can come watch them with me if you want to, along with many TV shows. Currently, we're working on the show Dexter, along with Vikings, and we have a lot of series that are already completed. But if you guys do want to watch it with me, the link is in the description. Everything's available at the second tier. But of course, if that's not your thing, guys, don't worry. Right? Listen, like and subscribe.